Do you ever think, hey, I want to make videos about this terrible excuse for a console? If so, you probably bought a capture card. But there are some issues that amateurs, unlike me, of course, who have a capture card run into, such as screen tearing, bad FPS, and just not knowing how to get the image to display and record. So, today I'm going to be giving a quick and simple capture card tutorial for all you people out there who want to learn how to record your Switch. Now, this is all the stuff that you're going to need to use your capture card. First, and obviously, you're going to need a capture card. I have this HDMI high-definition multimedia interface video capture device. It records 1080p 60 FPS. I got it for about $20 on Amazon. So the HDMI goes in right here, transfers it into USB video, which you can just plug into your computer. Obviously, you're going to need the Switch. You're going to need a Switch dock. Now, let's get that out of the way. Stupid thing. So with the Switch dock, basically, this outputs to your TV, usually. But with the capture card, HDMI output, so let me just grab the HDMI cable. Okay, so HDMI output, and then you're gonna get the other end, your HDMI, just plug it into this end of the capture card. Should look like this, right? But you'll notice that if you just then pop your Switch in and plug it in, it just doesn't work. So another thing that you're gonna need, right? AC adapter also comes with it. You just have to make sure that these are both plugged in, because the Switch doesn't transmit video to through the HDMI output unless the AC adapter is plugged in. So just make sure that's plugged in. And now time for the software side of things, as all this is set up. So something I forgot to mention, you kinda want to plug in the capture card to your device. Okay, hold on. If you have normal USB ports, this capture card will work fine. But then, if you're on Mac like me, then Apple decided, hey, let's just not give these people normal USB ports and give them only USB-C. You're gonna need this adapter. You put the USB in, then put this into your computer. You don't need this specific one, but I got this one for like $5, and it's very useful. So then, just gonna want to plug everything in. And you're gonna plug this into your computer. If it goes in. Yeah, okay. You're gonna want to go to your preferred browser. Since I'm a Mac user, I use Safari. You're just gonna type in OBS, right? You just download whichever one you're on and open it. Once you're on OBS, you're gonna want to set up some stuff. It should say you don't have any sources. Click the plus button below, or right click here to add one. So you're just gonna add video capture device. Now, I like to not use preset here. Make sure that your Switch is on when you do this. Device, USB video. Resolution, whichever is the highest. That's the native resolution, and it's usually the highest that your capture card can export at. So mine is 1080p, so I'm going to select 1080p. Then frame rate, 60. Now, everything should be working. You can move around in here. Now, an issue that I've seen a lot of people have is screen tearing with capture cards. Now, if you get a cheap one, they'll usually have some screen tearing, and that it makes the video not look as high quality, so you don't really want that. So in order to fix screen tearing, I know this isn't the most ideal solution, but what I like to do, I go right click here, go to properties, switch FPS from 30, and then put it back to 60. And then usually that fixes screen tearing. If it doesn't, try doing that and then changing the resolution. But that should work. And yeah, I just died. But if you want to be able to hear what's going on in the game, which of course you want to do, and if you want the recording to have game audio, you're just gonna go here, USB digital audio. And so now you could just test this on the Switch home menu to make sure that it's working. Whenever you move it, you should see the little green bar light up just a little. And so you can see the audio levels and everything. So now you kind of want to hear stuff too. Unless you don't. I quite often play without audio, but if you want to be able to hear the gameplay as it's happening, which I know a lot of people do. Don't know why I'm making it sound like that's a weird thing to do, but if you want to be able to hear the gameplay, just go to audio input capture, click settings, click advanced properties, go to monitor and output. And now it goes through your output as well. So I'm gonna turn that off really quick. Resizing, pretty big thing. You don't use the big black border around the gameplay looks kind of gross. I know that you can fix it in editing, but why make your gameplay kind of be hindered? So you're just gonna drag that, and then you're gonna drag this down, and boom, black box fixed. And then, if you don't like seeing all of this gross OBS stats around here, right click, you can either do full screen projector, windowed projector, or you can just play through here. So I like to do full screen projector. You can set it to your entire display, and it's just like your computer's the TV screen. Granted, there is a bit of input lag, but it's not something too major that you just can't deal with it. I've gotten used to it. There's barely any input lag, and especially with such a cheap device like this, it's worth it. But anyways, so some companies have their own recording software. I think there was some Shadowcast, Kenji Shadowcast has its own recording software, and you can use that if you want, but I think OBS is generally your best bet, just because it's very simple to use. I'll provide some links to some good capture cards and just general stuff that you should have for capture cards, and then I'll also put a link to the USB to USB-C adapter. And yeah, so that's basically the bare minimum that you should know about capture cards if you want to start using them. Also, don't use this for too long. I think it's probably safe, but it gets like really, really hot after you use it for like a really long session. So I just don't recommend using this for a long time. Again, you're probably fine, but just to be safe, when you're not using it, unplug it or turn off OBS, and just make sure that you don't blow up your house. Bye.